Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews, and today we're looking at the Dragon Ball anime episode 32, The Tournament Begins. So this is pretty much the journey to the start of the tournament. All the preparation has been done and it is pretty much the journey there. So the preparation, journey there, arrival, the written test and the first matchup being announced. So it's pretty straightforward yet interesting episode with quite a bit of little content here and there, so it's quite enjoyable for me. So without further ado, let's get into the. So the episode starts off with the intro. I've noticed that the Universe 6 characters were implemented into that introduction. So a nice little addition being that we're going to this direction of the arcs now. So we are going into the Universe 6 tournament, I guess. So it's quite interesting that they did that. So when the episode starts, it is just the final preparations for the travel. And Dende and Popo are playing tennis, so while that's happening we see that Goku and Vegeta are finishing off a session of sparring, mentioning that they can pick up each other's weaknesses because they're fighting against each other. Goku saying it, but Vegeta thinking it. Also, Goku's getting excited about Monako, and Vegeta's telling him, don't get excited about that, he's on our team, you shouldn't be fighting him or thinking about fighting him. Goku's obviously getting excited to the prospect of having 6 people that he doesn't see yet that are stronger than him. We also find out that Saiyans stay younger for longer, but we now find out more of a figure, and said they can stay younger till about 80 to preserve their bodies so they can fight for longer. So a little interesting piece of information to start off the episode with. But that's the point number 1. So point number 2, travel. So the travel actually begins. A few interesting tidbits here. They go, the journey's going to take 3 hours to get to the actual nameless planet with no toilet breaks. Goku and Vegeta are naturally late, but when they do arrive, they've got this nice long ass beard coming along because they've been training times to shave. They've kept a beard, which is kind of funny. Unfortunately, they stank, so Bulma told them to go shower and get changed. They came back clean shaven, back to normal. It wasn't like a time skip change or anything like that. They'd been in the time chamber for 3 years, so naturally they wanted to do that to show time lapse, I guess. Now that they got onto the ship, people noticed there was a smell, and it was actually Boo. So could you imagine traveling in a confined space for 3 hours with Boo, who's constantly fighting? Must not have been a good experience. At the same time, we get a few different things going on. So one of them is funny, where Vegeta gets some food, and basically like, oh, this is the best food I've had in 3 years, which talks about the whole being in the time chamber for 3 years and none of them really been able to know how to cook. So quite an interesting thing in the travel, I guess. So point number 3, before the arrival there's that discussion where there's the introduction of the strongest character, Monako. It's funny because when Goku's trying to talk to him, he goes, oh, I was told you were the great Ponta. What does Ponta mean? And he goes, nipples, and he's got these big perky nipples, and he's probably thinking, I shouldn't have known that. But I was thinking to myself, wouldn't it not be funny if he uses them as a weapon? You know how people say, oh, you can take an eye out with that. What if he literally just knocks it in and pops an eye out? Would that not be funny? But in any case, they arrive to the nameless planet. On the way there, they see the Super Dragon Balls for the first time, and Chomper is put on the spot for stealing the Dragon Balls from his part of the universe. Which basically said, look, I'll forgive you because you're my brother, but I'll be taking them soon enough. We get some introduction for the Kais of both universes, and the Kais from Universe 6 are like, you're quite chummy with these humans, aren't you? An interesting thing that pickled me for a while, I was thinking, I recognise these voices. I don't know if anyone's picked this up, but Chomper's voice is picked up by the same character that does Ivankov's voice from for One Piece, and Valdos's voice, the girl, older sister of Whis, is done by Robin. So an interesting little tidbit to bear in mind for you. But yeah, that's point number 3. Point number 4, the introduction to the Universe 6 combatants. So there's not much for talking going on, but we get to see a little bit more of the characters. So we get to see the character designs, but also the colour schemes for each of them. So Botamo, I initially thought was a polar bear when you see him when you read it in the manga, but now that we've seen his colour is like a yellowy orangey colour with red, like a red top. So it's a nice contrast colour wise, but he's clearly not a polar bear. He's a tango bear, is what he is. He's been tangoed. He's a tango bear. We get to see a Saiyan, and he introduces himself to Vegeta and Goku, saying, "Yes, are you Saiyans?" And he goes, "Look," they ask him where he's from, and he goes, "I'm from the planet Salad." And basically, they're kind of bounty hunters, and they fight bad people, and so they kind of do good things, I guess. There's a robot. There's a guy that looks like Freezer. And the guy that's a combination of Cell and Cooler. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but it seems quite interesting. So we get an introduction of the Universe 6 characters, though we kind of saw them in the introduction anyway. So point number 5, the test itself. The test has basically been set up so no idiots who won't follow the rules and in the tournament. So they set off the test, and slight difference from the actual manga, because in this one Boo falls asleep, whereas in the manga, which is different, he actually fails because he doesn't know none of the answers. So slight difference there. Same outcome where he fails, and now they've only got the Universe 7. Have only got 4 characters. We get to decide the order, but we don't see it. They do rock paper and scissors, and Monaco's going to go last, and then they do the initial introduction or the opening ceremony with the bird singing a song for 2 seconds, and then they make the announcement. So from Universe 6 it's going to be Botamo, the tangoed polar bear, and from Universe 7 Son Goku will be number 1. So how far do you think Son Goku is going to go? How do you think Botamo is going to do? I'm trying not to ruin it based on what I've read in the manga, but let's just see what happens. Let's see if they deviate from the actual content. Let's see if they expand on it, in canon filler type of thing, and let's see what happens. What are your thoughts on these characters? How powerful do you think they're going to be? I didn't mention this, but there's a little section in the story where Goku punches Monako, which Monako just takes. He doesn't really show his power. That's going to be interesting as well. I'm loving to see what's going to happen there. That was a little bit tidbit that was added. But anyway, how do you think it's going to go? What do you think of Monako? What do you think about the Universe 6 strongest? How do you think everything's going to pan out? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, either on here, on my Twitter, which is Saj2k16, or on Reddit. Absolutely fine either way. Share your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next one.